Jubilate Music Group presents Mini Masterclass for Solo Singers with noted vocal coach James Wigginton from Vocal Edge. Today's episode highlights Battle Hymn of the Republic from 10 Hymns and Gospel Songs for Solo Voice.
Mark Hayes' arrangement of Battle Hymn of the Republic is a rush for the singer, the accompanist, and the listeners. But to pull it off, the performers must address two crucial elements. One is technical and artistic challenges that must be thoroughly worked through. And the second is obtaining sufficient understanding of the historical significance. Who was Julia Ward Howe? Under what circumstance did she pen the words, "Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord"? Where did the melody come from? I challenge you, don't sing this song until you know. Your job as an artist is not to merely sing the correct notes and rhythms at the correct tempi and dynamics. You must infuse the notes, the rhythms, and every word with the history from which they were born, the intention of the author, and your own personal experience. This song is easily one of the most well-beloved, well-known, and skillfully written anthems in all of American history. So in essence, your task is to sing it in such a way that says, yeah, I know you've heard this before, but you've not heard it from me. If you do this right, your listeners will get at least a glimpse of the divine inspiration that caused Julia Ward Howe to rise up from her bed and write out these words while hardly looking at the paper. After you've researched the history, take a moment to look up and read her original poem. You'll soon see why this is a matter of great importance. Now, let's get to those technical and artistic challenges I mentioned earlier. You'll notice that Maestro Hayes has written in a lot of tempo alterations throughout. I recommend that you have your metronome handy to reference what the arranger is asking of us. There are poco ritardandi and accelerandi throughout, and these must be rehearsed with the accompanist. Right at the top of the piece, the singer must establish the atmosphere right away. Through rhythm and tone, you will fill the room with a sense of mystery and urgency. So let's practice the rhythms. The dotted 8th to 16th pattern emulates a field drum, a march, as though hearing it from a great distance. There are also tempo alterations. So let's practice together, starting at measure 5. Check this out. I'm going to run 16th notes. So the note has to be here or here. It cannot be in between. So we're going to follow the dotted to straight. And it alternates a lot, but we've got to get it as Mark Hayes has written it so that we can be consistent. So check this out. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. Now we have a little retard. He hath now an accelerando loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible Swiss sword. His truth is marching on. Let's try it together.
Okay, let's do it.
And it might be a mess, but this is how you do it. You've got to get this together. So, mine eyes have seen. That 8th note is crucial to set up the tempo for the accompanist. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible Swiss sword. His truth is marching on. Awesome. That's how you do it. But do you see how this, da, ka, ka, ba, 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 that ensures that you don't round it off to a triplet, and it definitely evokes the feeling of the field drum from hearing a march from a great distance. So let's try rehearsal together. Rob is going to try to find a tone that gives both mystery and determination. I'll give the intro and we can go through measure 12.
Eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the pipes of wrath are stole. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on.
That's great.
Okay.
I think we got it.
Okay.
In addition to the rhythmic challenges, I would say that tone choices and range management are key to a successful performance of this piece. While I can't build a high C for you in this short video, we can show you a couple of moves to at least begin the process, alleviate the strain, and allow you easier access to sustaining in your upper register. First, I'll show you a pattern that will run you through your entire range with a few different sounds. This exercise will train your voice to move horizontally without increasing volume or changing tone. So it sounds like this. Let's start you about here. It sounds like, and then it comes down. In the beginning, don't worry about hitting all the notes. Honestly, aim up and aim down, and then work on the accuracy eventually. So right now, put your fingers right here and give me a dopey sound like the larynx is on the floor. You're gonna go, go. Right on. Now it's gonna sound like this. Ready, and go. Listen to how his tone stays the same. He's not having to get louder as he gets higher. Now, you notice that there's not a big gap in the middle. Could you break for him? Can you break? Right? I know a lot of you will be experiencing that, but if you just keep going over and over it, that bump will go away. So, take that little movement as high as you comfortably can and then back down. After you've done that, do the same movement on mum. So let's try, still with a dopey sound. The low larynx cancels the tendency for the larynx to grab at the high notes when you go higher. So we're gonna go mum, 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 mum. Ready? Begin. Yep. Oh, keep it dopey, go. Yep. Yep. Notice there's a little bit of a cry to the voice. Ready? Go. Yep. Come on down. Right on. And just pass right through your bridges up into head voice if you need to. And don't even worry about if it's bumping in the middle. Doesn't matter. Now, same movement, this time on a silly sound. You're going to let the larynx come up and do it on a nay. The high larynx encourages the chords to close. We're not going to sing like this or sing like this, but somewhere in between. So this is just the gymnasium preparing for the field, all right? So we're going to go, ready, and go. Yeah. Keep it real forward. It's beautiful. Go. Yep. It's got to sound that silly. Yep. Now we're gonna pass it. Here we go. Yep. Be as silly and loose and lazy with that as you can. Okay, the second is an octave leap with a sustain. Listen to how Rob finds space on the top of the note rather than pushing from the bottom. Yes, I know, easier said than done, but this is how it's accomplished. So let's start with the A-yo. You like that all right?
Yeah.
A-yo. And I'll just follow you for the sustain.
Okay.
A-yo. Go for it.
A-yo. A-yo.
Right, go back to the A flat and push into it.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Find your spin. Give it some vibrato. Go for it. Beautiful. Now establish the vibrato right away on the first note, and that's your springboard. Go. Do you hear the difference? Right? Big difference.
For sure, yeah.
Okay, that's how you do it. Go. Yep. Hang on, give it a second. Keeping the sound forward with a little bit of a bite. Here's a C. Go. Right on. To make sure that that second note doesn't clunk coming back down, you're going to apply pressure as you descend so that the voice stays in control and doesn't pop out of line. Ready, go. Big difference. Yeah. How you doing?
Love it.
Show them a C sharp.
All right.
Come down. Right. Again, you hear a little bit of a glitch there, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you got to press going down. Show them that. Increase. And it holds the voice in check. Feeling good?
Feeling good.
All right, now let's try a rehearsal that puts everything together.
Let's do it.
Tempo alterations, dynamics, rhythm, range, and a good bit of honest drama. So let's go from measure 54 to the end. Let's see what happens. I'll give you a little intro here.
In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make us holy, let us live to make men free, while God is marching on and on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on, marching on.
That's fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Let's show them the alternate ending.
Okay.
So we just sang the big notes. We're going to sing the little notes this time. See what you think. How about 71? Is that good enough?
71.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Is your 71? Page 71.
Page 71. Honest. There we go. Got it. All right.
1, 2, 3.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on, marching on.
That's how you do that. Is that all right?
That was great. I loved it.
Well, that is a rush. Huge thanks to my good buddy Rob, and thank you so much for watching. If you tackle this piece, we'd like to know about it, and maybe even tag us in your performance. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Order 10 hymns and gospel songs for solo voice and any of the books from the best-selling Marquez Vocal Solo Collection from Jubilate Music Group. Visit jubilatemusic.com or call 866-742-7212 to order.